feel like my back's against the wall. That's actually a lot of pressure that's been made down me. So I'm really excited to see what our unit does, because I know that we have the talent to do it. Now it's just about putting that result on the field.
How would you assess your career so far and what you want to do this year?
I would say my career so far, I think, just the other day, someone kind of sent me and Denzel's careers up to date, and it's kind of like comparable as far as like freshman year, did some special team stuff, sophomore year, the stats were kind of identical, and now it's just about taking that last step, and that's just being consistent every single time you step on the field and just becoming a lockdown cornerback.
Last year it seems like you were playing your best ball toward the end of the year, especially in the Rose Bowl. I mean, first of all, do you agree with that, and just how can you build on that going into your junior year?
Yeah, I definitely think that playing cornerback, confidence is a really big thing. So just getting into a groove. I know my rep count wasn't as high to start the season off. So just as I continued to get more reps and was able to slow the game down, it became just more easier to pick up on things the offense was trying to do. And I think I carried that into the spring, and then coming out here today, everything felt good. So I'm excited to see the results.
What's the biggest difference from like your freshman year, even last year, as far as physicality, coverage, just anything that's different? The biggest difference?
Well, I had surgery my sophomore year in January, so I think just being able to finally get stronger, get a coach like Coach Hafley, who's just such a smart guy, and then since I've had 3 coaches since I've been here, but just being able to just identify like something to pick from every single coach and then apply that to my game. I think I'm starting to all figure everything out.
What's he bringing to the table? I know you guys seem to really like Coach Hafley. What are some of the things he's bringing to the table for you guys, Jeff?
I think his football acumen is kind of like contagious. Guys are just starting to see things the offense does and things that would have passed through like last year. Guys are stepping up and being able to identify like splits or formations, and everyone's play recognition is just flying through the roof. So guys are just playing faster.
What do you see in Damon this year?
I see someone that's just fired up. He's ready to go. He hears everything that people say about him, and when people just poke at you, I told him that he has a chance to look at all his critics in the eyes and tell everyone, put some respect on his name. So I think that's what he's gonna what he set out to do, and I have no respect that he can accomplish that.
How much does the scheme that incorporates zone defense, not man-to-man all the time, how much do you think that's going to help you, especially in terms of getting turnovers?
Yeah, I think it definitely helps you create turnovers. I know today we probably pushed north of 5 interceptions. I think we might have almost hit 8. So I think zone gives you a chance to make a lot of plays on the ball, and then on top of that, as far as fatigue, playing press man every single play. Obviously everyone wants to do it, but it's not the most ideal thing if you're playing press man every single play, because it's a lot of man-to-man beaters as far as crossing routes that you can just keep getting, like you saw us do to the team of North. So when you're just able to mix it up, it just makes it harder for the offensive coordinator.
Jeff, how many were yours? How many picks?
How many picks? I won't put a number on it, but
how can you not put a number?
I have a goal. I have a goal on my phone, and then if I touch that goal, then I'll let you guys know.
Is it for regular season?
For regular season.
So you're not going to tell me what the goal is?
I won't tell you the goal, but just know I have a goal, because I'm not leaving here with 0 interceptions on the stat sheet.
What's the range?
What's the range? I'll say it's north.
We just want to know how high the goal is.
It's under 6, but it's over 3.
Are you going to be a first-round draft pick?
Only time will tell.
But you came here as obviously a 5-star prospect from Texas. Everybody expected big things from you. This program obviously has a long lineage of that happening, and people are already looking at you with your measurables and your body and the way that you play as a potential for that. Sitting here right now, coming into a season where they're going to count on you, what's it like knowing that your life could be much different in 6 months?
Right now I just feel like, I told my family, I want to just be able to focus on the main thing right now. A projection to me is just only a projection. So just being able to just get out there and be able to lock in, do my job. If you don't do your job, projection can go from first round to undrafted or come back to school. So I'm just here to just do my job and get 1% better every day. I think that's still my mantra.
But when you first got here, a couple more questions. You were like, I just want to try to get on the field and play a little bit. For your freshman year, and last year you had a bigger role, and now, you see that progression and just the way things have gone in your career. Sitting here now, does it feel good to be in that conversation and to know that you have that opportunity to be that way?
It feels great, and I think that on top of that, I feel like I expected. coming from Texas to Ohio, I don't think anyone wants to make that decision unless they expect themselves to have a successful career. So I would say that if I wasn't able to achieve what I set out to achieve, I'd be more so disappointed in myself.
Jeff, what's your body right now, like in terms of weight and height? And did you get time, like in terms of your speed and all that?
6'1", 200 pounds, 4'1", 40.
So those are the
measurables.
But those measurables you might see on a combine board, right? Like,
Hopefully.
I mean, that's comparable already.
Yeah, definitely. I believe so. So, I mean, I kind of want to emulate some Jalen Ramsey, but, I mean, that's how, at the end of the day, I just want to be the best Jeff Okudah.
What does he do that you want to emulate?
I think his physicality. I mean, me and Coach Haye talked about it, being able to use your arms to the line of scrimmage. So, I mean, I know being here, playing with Denzel, I was able to kind of adopt the fact that he used his feet a lot at the line of scrimmage. But now Coach Haye wants to tie that in and use my arms because I have a long wingspan.
But why Ramsey and not Denzel then?
I think Denzel, since he's not a bigger corner, he has to more so play with his feet, and he has excellent feet, and he's able to stay in front of guys. But he's not really that guy that can use his long arms against, like, let's say, a Mike Evans, like Jalen Ramsey's able to do.
Is that like your thing? Like, is that like your biggest strength, like the length of your arms and your strength? Like, is that what makes you your effective corner?
No, I think it's been my feet. But Coach Haye said, if you're going to be out here, you can't play like a 5'9" corner. You're 6'1". So you have to be able to use those extra 4 inches to your advantage. Like these other guys, they would like to do it, but their body doesn't allow them to do it. So, but if you have the body, you have to be able to do that.
Do you watch film of Ramsey?
I watch him every corner. I mean, I'm interested to see. I mean, I think I'm always trying to steal a nugget. I mean, I know you guys probably watch other reporters try to steal nuggets from them, like see how
Especially
they got.
this one right here.
Exactly. So I'm always trying to steal a nugget, for whether it's from Denzel, whether it's from Stephon Gilmore, whether it's Patrick Peterson. It's always something that you can take.
How much does Hafley use NFL video or footage or to coach you? And do you look at that yourself, or is that a Hafley thing that he's brought?
He brings in a lot of NFL things, and he just shows us how it translates. Because I mean, NFL, you get a lot of more complex situations that you see. So I would kind of compare it to, let's say, me watching a high school game. It'd be more slower for me. So him being able to break it down with his mind and show us how slow that it actually can be, or how simple it is, and like we think it's more complicated than it really is. So us just being able to see that perspective, it just helped everybody.
How have you been able to progress where you got 3 different position coaches and now you changed from that press man to playing a lot of different defenses? How have you been able to develop relatively smoothly?
I would just say never complain, just keep working. Yeah. Never complain. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still Ohio State. We still have the same infrastructure. So if you're not able to develop, I mean, the guys that were here before, like on that cornerback and safety wall, some guys didn't have Kerry Combs, but they're still on that wall. So you can't make excuses. At the end of the day, you just got to keep pushing.
And earlier you said that there was something that you picked from each of the 3 cornerback coaches that you've had.
Yeah.
What are they?
I think Kerry Combs really developed my toughness, being able to take what anyone gives you. You know, he's an intense guy. You get in your face. So that was really different for me from high school because I wasn't really used to guys in your face, yelling at you. I think Tabor, I would say his perseverance. I mean, I know he kind of was put in some weird situations at times with just having to do things that I don't know if he was most comfortable with. And I know Coach Haye, I'm just soaking up so much knowledge from him. And I think that all that stuff, at the end of the day, you put together a final product that is just, I think it translates really well to me. So.
You look at that cornerback board a lot?
I do, just because it's one of my goals that I just be on that wall when everything's all said and done.
You want that interception?
It's coming soon. It's coming.